Hi everyone, welcome. I want to talk to you about parenting as a soulful practice today. And what I'm really meaning about that, I'm looking at really super big picture here, macro vision picture, is that we are humans, we are having a human experience as soulful, spiritual beings. And so what happens in families, because I see this so much, families are struggling, and they're dealing with challenging behaviors, and they don't know what to do with their kids, and they feel disconnected, and there's all this stuff going on. So if you can take a look at this as big picture, in that we are soulful beings, and our souls are bumping up against each other in this world, right? And there's all kinds of reasons they're bumping up against each other. But our humanness is full of pain and challenges. So part of what's bumping up against each other is these human experiences that we've had throughout our life that have never healed. And they're bumping up against each other because we don't know how to heal them. And we're disconnected in our society. And there's all kinds of reasons why. But that causes us to bump up against each other constantly. And this is one reason why connection is so powerful. But one of the things I want to say today is that this bumping up against each other drives us crazy. For the most part, it drives us crazy. And I'm also going to say it's beautiful. Like, it's meant to be that way. It's meant to be that we're trying to find our way. We're trying to find our path. Our soulful paths might be different for each person. And so we're trying to figure that out, and bumping up against each other is helping us to figure that out. And then also from the human perspective, bumping up against each other is we're trying to figure out how we can connect, even though we've got challenges in the way. And that's what's beautiful. Like, we're meant to bump up against each other. We're meant to face these challenges. Now, we're not meant necessarily, how we respond to that is the key, right? Like, we can be outraged, we can hurt other people, we can do all kinds of things to each other. And so our response to all that is what's critical. But we can also look at, that's why I want to really explain to you how this bumping up against each other's souls and human experiences is beautiful, and it's meant to be. And if we can just accept that this is part of the process, and that we don't have to get activated, and that we can be calm and caring and supportive and say, oh, it looks like we've got a problem here. It looks like we need to work together to figure something out, right? Like, oh, you're having a struggle here. How can I help you? Even though that person might be lashing out, right? Like, it's our human hurts that haven't healed that causes us to lash out at each other. If we can stay at the level of, oh, this is really what the bumping up against each other looks like, and we're just trying to find our way. Nobody knows what they're doing. I'm a parenting consultant, and I still struggle every day as a parent trying to figure out, I don't know what to do with this. But being open, what helps me is to be open to figuring out what needs to happen here. How can I support this person? How can I support myself in moving forward and helping things to move? Like, that's the whole piece of, we're bumping up against each other. If we stay stuck, we suffer. If we move, we grow and develop and grow into something greater and bigger. So embrace the bumping up against each other. Enjoy that, because that is what shows us that we need to grow. That's what shows us that we need to move and that something needs to happen. So this is like super big picture, I know, but it's so beautiful. And I'm so, I don't know what I can say really about engaged in this process myself, that it's been part of the key to my parenting. It's just like really having grace for everyone and compassion for everyone, and recognizing that we're all trying to figure out our soul's journey and get there, and that our role is to figure that out and to support each other. And as the parents, we can lead that, because children can't understand what's happening. They can't figure things out so easily on their own. And so they rely on us to be, not necessarily to have all the answers, because there's no way we can have all the answers, but they do support, they do want from us that, hey, I'm in this with you, and we're going to figure this out, no matter how it looks, no matter how messy it gets or chaotic it gets, because it gets messy, it gets chaotic, it gets really, really hard. And I know that. I have 2 teenagers. It gets really, really hard. So hi, Lisa. I'm actually just wrapping up here. So go ahead and watch the replay. But just really important to understand that soul's journey within our families and with our children, to support us in moving forward with who we are and who we want to be in our lives. So thanks everyone for being here today, and I look forward to more. So I appreciate you, and I hope you have a beautiful, amazing day. Thanks.